Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Welcome to, I guess, not technically Famicom Dojo Live. We're here today to do something kind of special with all of this. We have collected quite a few broken things and or things that don't want to recharge very well. And I've been gathering boxes with which to ultimately fix those things. Oh, here's another one. But haven't really gotten to all of it yet. So I figured, why not stream this to you guys so we can like walk through it, but also basically when I find time to film things, I figured I'd give you guys like a behind the scenes look at what it is that I'm doing. And I still need to like film actual footage for a fuller, more in-depth video on each of these subjects. So I have with me the typical camera. I don't know if you can see that. There it goes. So I'll be setting that guy up to take some shots as we go along. And we'll see how much this week we get through. I'm going to try this for a couple of hours anyway. And yeah, just basically go through each one of these things now. So why don't you guess what's wrong with each one of these, and then I will, as I tell you, one by one. In videos that you haven't seen yet, because I haven't finished editing or filming them in some cases, we got some JoyCon drift on this guy. So I was actually gifted a half of a replacement kit. Well, I think I'm supposed to pay for it yet, but there, we got that little guy right there. And then this one has a similar-ish problem. It's very busted. This is the one that the kids use. So I'm not sure when or how that happened. But it's not very usable anymore. It's going to fall off any day now. So, sorry, my Xbox Series X is updating Injustice 2, the Legendary Edition, as I'm doing this. I guess proof will bust this guy out. I filmed myself unboxing this too and installing some things. So that's another video that's coming to check how good the backwards compatibility of the Series X actually is. Finding it was a whole story in and of itself. But anywho about this. So I only have the one stick for this guy, and also it doesn't match the color. So I got another kit. Same kind of kit. This is from iFixit. Is there even any branding on it? It just says made in China. I think it's the same. Yep. And then this box. So like, remember this name because it's going to come up a lot. This giant box has one little thing inside of it for this guy right here, actually. So these are the more involved ones. I'm going to save this for last, I think, because the other ones are going to be pretty quick. I hope. Wii U, nothing's really wrong with it. But it's interesting that you could buy a expanded battery pack that has more capacity than the original one did. All of these things you see here, except for 3DS over here, are used by my kids. So that's kind of prompted me to actually get the stuff I need and the hardware to fix them up so that we can use them. Because we can't otherwise, you know? Peter says that it stinks that iFixit doesn't have the security bit in their 128 price set. $3 screwdriver from Amazon. Oh boy. The paperboard and JoyCon works like a pro. I bet. It's Friday, by the way, Peter. All right. So, like I was saying for the Wii U, nothing wrong with it per se, but I've always been just interested in like installing the thing. I always wanted to do a video on it, and I got the friggin' thing. Like, is it this one? No, that's the 3DS one. I got the battery for it like 4 years ago. I looked at the box. January 2018 is when it was shipped. So just never did it. Similar-ish problem with this guy, but I guess it behooves me to talk about the 3DS first. Now the 3DS, we'll boot it up right now. It's okay right now, weirdly, but I already bought a replacement battery for this guy at the same time I got the Wii U one, because it just wasn't holding a charge. It was very strange and frustrating. So as you can see right now, it's fully charged. But what would happen is I would try, anytime I would try and play it, it would just drain down very fast. In about half an hour, it'd be done. I would try and keep it plugged in, but it wouldn't charge fast enough to stay ahead of whatever I was using it for. So that's not necessarily the battery's fault. That's probably a problem with this guy. And it's probably from years of like charging it inside of the case and things are getting bent, and I don't know exactly what happened back there. Someone online said it might be the micro switches in that charging port are all corroded or busted up or something happened. But I can definitely tell that when using my charger, it don't work so good. I unfortunately don't have any other ones to compare it to, so it could be the charger itself as well. So I could buy another one, but I'm pretty sure it's the 3DS and this port is just jacked. There are potentially other ways to charge this as well. I could get a cradle. I think I might just use these contacts instead. So maybe the battery is actually fine, and it's just the inability of it to charge and hold the charge that's actually the problem. So I left this thing plugged in for a month. I didn't touch it. And then it got past a certain point where I would leave it charged for like a day or two, and it would like never get past half or maybe 3/4. So it's probably the port or the adapter itself. So I had this problem 4 years ago and got a replacement piece already. So I've already replaced the battery once, but it's like I don't know what to do. I don't want to replace the battery again. Like what's the right thing to do here? So I did the wrong thing and I tried to buy a whole new 3DS from a scam site. Didn't know it was a scam site. Probably should have guessed, because it was way too reasonable of a price. Got the money back, fortunately, but then I turned around and then bought a new battery, which was like, I don't know, $20, $25 after shipping, something like that. So we'll see. But like during the time that it came, I left this thing charged in for a month, and it's gotten to full power. And then I played it recently for about an hour, and plugged in, and it never dipped below this. So it's fine. You'll see my Wi-Fi is off though. That's because of my inability to charge it, basically. Like it does seem like it would drain down pretty darn fast anyway. So not entirely sure. I might not full on replace this. Maybe this is the whole story right here. We'll just talk about it and I'll just do this later. But what is interesting, and I'll hop into it in a minute here, is that these batteries, at least the regular 3DS batteries, are the same as the ones they use in the Wii U Pro Controller. Howsoever, this is an XL. So we'll get to that. So I'll leave this guy on and see what state it ends up in as we go along here today. PS4 controller, in retrospect, is probably a similar story. I haven't been able to have this thing keep a good charge. Usually I would use the micro, or is this mini? I can never remember which. It's the flat one that I hate and don't have a lot of cables for. So I would plug it into the USB port on the PS4, which I usually keep in asleep and not fully off. But it seems like it hasn't been charging as well lately, and then it runs out of juice pretty fast. I tried plugging it in directly into power through, possibly mistakenly, using this thing, but it's Apple, and Apple likes to put security devices in this stuff. So if it's trying to charge a non-Apple device and it detects that, it just decides to stop working. Sometimes, other things it doesn't seem to care. But I left this guy plugged in for, I don't know, a week, and we tried to use it, and it was blinking at us immediately that it was out of juice. And we could use it for our Minecraft sessions, so the kids are the ones who are using this the most lately. We could use it, but after a while, even plugged in, the PS4 controller stopped working. So they asked for a second controller, which is on its way. It's hard to find PS4 controllers right now. PS5 doesn't work backwards compatible with the PS4, unfortunately, or I would have bought that. But so to find the color I wanted, I had to put it on back order with Best Buy, and so I picked this guy up. In the meantime, it's not plugged into power right now, and then I charged this last night, and it seems like it did the trick. So this could be a similar problem where this port is jacked, like on the 3DS here. And I mean, I've had this thing since 2014, so it's very possible. It's just not charging the way it needs to. And it seemed like it was fine. I haven't had a chance to use it today to see if it will stay charged. But I got some replacement batteries, not from iFixit, also not from Sony. Apparently there's two different styles of plug that go with this, and it's hard to tell from the controller which one you have, and so I got the variation that has the two different plug styles just built right into it. But if you look at your model number, that gives you some hint of which one it's supposed to be for, but still, it could be one or the other. Mine's a pretty early model, so it's probably the older one, but why take chances, right? So that's where I'm at. So battery, JoyCons. That's what we're going to do today. I'm going to check the chat here. Yeah, so Gary's saying that if the battery has been sitting that long, I may have issues and the voltage just dropped below 3 volts for, so I don't know what that means. It may not charge. That could very well be. Like this 3DS one sat for probably well over a year. But it eventually charged. Like it's charged up. So now my replacement battery, this guy, has been sitting for 4 years. Maybe that's what he's referring to. So who knows? It might not work at all. But let's find out. It's still interesting to I'll have the video of the replacement. And maybe that's worth more to me than a working battery. Now, I did get this and this from Nintendo directly originally. Of course, that was 4 years ago, right around a year after the Switch came out, right? So I don't think Nintendo really sells this stuff anymore. And that's why this guy is the battery I got for the 3DS, because some third party makes them now. Because Nintendo don't. Okay, Gary says that the PS4 is a micro USB. This is micro? Okay, so is micro smaller than mini? Is how I'm going to remember it? Well, we'll see. Looking at my phone here, so hello. Very meta. Okay, so Gary's explaining that the battery pack is made up of multiple batteries. Each battery is a cell. Those individual batteries drop below 3 volts per cell, then they may not charge. Well, that could very well be. Let's find out, shall we? Let's do the Wii U first. So I'm going to pull all this stuff off so that we can have a clean shot of each of these. So like I said, I'm going to do some video too, so this might be a little tedious to get through, but okay. Now I can turn this on as it stands because the Wii U is all hooked up and everything. Yeah, we were playing Lego Dimensions last, but this is a good indication of the kinds of stuff that we do with the Wii U these days. Okay. So we'll just turn that off actually, because we don't want that going. So let me get my oopsies. Get my shot set up on the other camera. Oh, hello, it's Zen's Path. Welcome. Man, that Xbox is loud. I'm gonna, it's because the disc is spinning. I'm going to turn that off. All right. So let's do this. I'm gonna record myself from a different angle, replacing this guy. All right. I guess first things first. So this is what we got, our new high-capacity battery straight from Nintendo. It's even got instructions on how to install everything, which it'll show you. But why spoil it, right? You help with installation? No, I'm good, Nintendo, thank you. But so this is the new one. And by new, it's 4 years old, like I was saying. So here she be. All right. Make sure I angle it right for that camera. I could always redo this later too. I think the most important part is getting the installation going, right? Right. Hold on. Let me redo some of that a little bit. I don't think I quite got it for this camera. Start that over. How the sausage is made, folks. Okay. All right. And then this guy once more for good measure. So we'll get to this. Okay. So if you've never tried this before, have you ever opened up your Wii U gamepad before? We just have these two screws right here. So I think I just have a regular Phillips head that I can use with that. That one's too big. Oh my God, so many. Okay. Supposed to have a magnetic tip. What happened here? Oh, embarrassing. Apparently I have a problem screwing. When's the last time I did this? All right, well, it might not come out of the back end all the way. Maybe that's my problem. All right, and here we go. So that's the original. And you can see already, and I'll hold this up for you guys to see as well. You can see already that there's enough room in the cavity for the new battery, but it's a little different, eh? Little bit different. The orientation is completely different. Oh, all right, hold on. My other camera's battery has decided that it is dead. So speaking of things not charging properly, seems to be a problem generally all around. All right. I have this problem with this camera too, where if I have it plugged into power directly and not on the battery, it interferes with the audio, which is just awesome, even though I have external audio right now with this guy. Just a second while I walk away. Feels like blazing saddles. Excuse me while I whip this out. Fortunately, I have a charged battery that should have been at the ready. Ready enough, anyway. All right. Where are we at? So now that one's charging and doing its thing. And I got a brand spanking new one that should last us the rest of the time. Okay. Okay. Where are we at in the chat? Okay. So this should be pretty darn easy. Start recording on this guy again. So easy. This is going to be the easiest removal that we're going to have today. All right, it even these feet help to keep it nice and snug in there. So, all right, the capacity's high. So by comparison, this guy's been pretty much continuously plugged into power since I bought the Wii U, whereas this has not been plugged in for 4 years. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll make sure that you guys get that comparison too. So you can see that there's this. It's meant to be user serviceable. Very, very nice and snug. I really appreciate that. Okay. All right. All right, let me grab the AC adapter for this. Assuming I can reach. There she be. I mean, I did some preparation for this. All right, which computer can I unplug safely? That one. So despite that my Xbox is off, it decided to engage the disk drive again, which is annoying. So I'm going to take the disk out. All right. Plug you back in. Okay, well, it says it's charging. Shall we believe it? Let's find out. All right. Hold on, I'm going to cut that and then rerun it. All right. Okie dokie. Well, that's one down. So while that's going and doing its thing, let's talk about the 3DS, shall we? So the 3DS's battery. You know what? I just realized I didn't have this camera going. Okay. So the 3DS is a little bit different. Nintendo likes to reuse its own hardware, right? Like if it can get away with not having multiples of things for stuff that works similarly, they will try to do it. So, for instance, like I was saying earlier, I'm trying to get my camera restarted here. All right. For instance, this guy, just one screw. Oops, light's flashing. Sean, you might say, why don't you just replace it with this battery right here? Because this is actually a 3DS battery. That's the model number for the 3DS. Okay, here, I'll show this to you guys. This right here is the model number for 3DS hardware, the CTR. All right, that's an 003. Now I don't have to open this guy up because what I can do is I can go to the replacement right away and just show you is not the same. SPR 003. So it's a little bit bigger, a little bit, I don't think it's taller, but sorry, did that for effect. Kind of my thing. Not gonna fit. So this one needs this battery right here. For those watching at home, I think this is the original I replaced. I'm pretty sure. Because all these packages have been opened. Like I said, this and the Wii U one came at the same time, and it had already been opened, and I kept everything. It was out of the package, so I'm pretty sure I kept the old battery just so I could do stuff like this. But okay, let's put this guy back in because this works fine. And this, oops. Here. Oh God, I keep knocking this thing. This model, this model number is for the Wii U. It even says Wii U P. Yeah. Anyway. So. Power off. Okay. Now this isn't so bad. Fortunately, this is all Phillips head stuff. Now you also have to do this just to get the SD card in and out. I'm pretty sure, or is that this over here? This is the SD card. Could be wrong about that. Oh yeah, that's the SD card. Well, anyway, maybe I'm thinking of the new 3DS. I don't have one of those. Anywho, so there is a retaining clip in here somewhere I don't want to break. There. All right. There it is. So a little compare and contrast, shall we? This is the one that I had previously. Yeah, SPR. So they're a little different. One was factory, one was sent to me by Nintendo. I think this is the new one. And I'll show you guys too here. So this is the one that was in there already. This is the one that I had previously, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this even says SPRA. So I think that means it's the US version. I'm not entirely sure, but as you can see, they're pretty different. They changed this to some SPRA BPMXC3, SPRA BPAACO. Not sure, have to look those up. But there those are. Okay, so the new one, oopsies. The new one is in this iFixit box. Let's see what we got here. You got this. I feel encouraged already. Is it an encouraging revolution? Not sure. This is some packaging. Let me tell you. Oh goodness. I don't know about this, guys. All right. There's a battery calibration apparently. For optimal performance, calibrate your newly installed battery. Drain below 10%, then charge uninterrupted to 100%. I mean, okay. Now, it looks like, this chair looks like the actual battery, doesn't it? Like, did iFixit just grab a bunch of surplus or something? I don't know how this works, so. What they did, but this looks like Nintendo's manufacturer and not something that they did. All right. Does it tear anywhere, or do I have to cut it? May have to cut it. Let me get that out of the way. All right. I have my my keychain somewhere, and we'll just do that. Okay. Safety first, people. All right. Okay, there's no Nintendo branding on this. So I guess it's possible, did Nintendo just like find a pre-made battery and then slap their logo on it? It's certainly possible. It has SPRA BM, yeah, so I'm not really sure what happened here. Oh, they covered up Nintendo's logo right there. You see that? They covered up the logo. Those sneaky sons of bees. What a lot of effort to go to. That is so strange. Scandal. Oh, God. Okay, well, I'm going to put this back just so I can tell these apart. But yeah, I think that confirms that this is the newer one. So Click, click, click. Very satisfying noises. Not sure if you can hear them from my lapel mic. Didn't quite get that though. Okay, try that again. You can see these. Lord. So I guess a good question now is, how much charge does this thing have? It's supposed to drain below 10%. Ooh, there it goes. Okay, and then my clock got reset, which is not surprising. So let's fix that, shall we? Okay. Oh. And the time is 10:38 Central. "16 shots a second." Maybe that one's lost amongst the kids. I'm left-handed, so this is a little weird for me. All right, so this is supposed to run until below 10%. Sounds good. So pretty good so far, I gotta say. Okie doke. I guess in the future, much like my video camera, I could avoid losing my clock information by having it plugged in at the same time. So, okay. I'm gonna let that do what it's gonna do. All right. Wow, that battery is already down 1 bar. That my camera battery is. That's wild. Okay. So I got a couple of possible replacement batteries I can hold on to as long as the cells don't completely discharge. Are we sure it's a battery issue? I don't know if it's a battery issue. That's a good question. I prefer picnic. Problem is not in computer. Or problem in something not in computer. Problem in chair. Problem in customer. Any hoozle. All right, well, that's using the audio is a good way to run this battery down, but we're not going to do that right now. We're going to put this away and move on to our next thing. Next! All right. Ow! I keep knocking into things. Yeah, I'm also saving the hardest for last because I'm the most nervous about it. So, All right. There we go. PS4 controller. So what do we got on this guy? This looks like 4 Phillips screws. Shouldn't be a big deal. Okay. Four. Huh. Do you need a bigger one? That one's way bigger. Pull the Phillips ones out so I don't have to worry about it so much. There. Try that one. Try that one. Nope, too big. Good Lord. Try this one. Yeah, it feels better. All right, let's go to a different... Are these not actually Phillips? They seem like it. They're just grody. All right. Yeah, it goes in, it just won't turn. There we go. Yeah. For those who can't see, there's this spinny bit right here, so I can just nice and easily turn it the way I was doing it. I got this set at Walmart, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how many years ago. I got a whole basket full of them. But it came with some of the star bits and stuff that I needed. And I only needed it for the one bit, but I got the whole set because I guess I need my own grouping of tools. Oh, yikes. Yeah, there's like some residue in here. Don't blow it! There we go. Got it started. Film magic, folks. Make it seem easy. As you can tell, this controller is well loved. All right. Are there screws behind this? Because it doesn't feel like it wants to come off yet. Feels like I've been tricked. There we go. Does the front plate come off? Oh no. Hold on a second. I don't see any other screws. Oh, God, the crevices of this thing are so grody. Glad I'm not filming that. All right, I'm going to pause that video. It's definitely being held together somewhere. I don't think it's behind this, though. This feels completely smooth. There's no depressions in there. There's this. Not sure what that's for. Might have to come back to that one. I'll move these off elsewhere that you don't have to stare at them. There we go. That's safe down here. So I got this, and I haven't opened it yet. So it came in a pack of 2. Here's a screwdriver set. Well, that's embarrassing. I could have just used this little guy. And there are 2 of these, as you can see here. SWKCR 1410 lithium ion. And as I mentioned, these have the 2 different plugs on them already. So it's not just the stripe on the back, they're actually different sizes. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna reopen this package for the camera here. Excuse me. And drop them. Okay. This was already poking out the side of the bag. I just pulled out the hole. Is that for this? Maybe. Nope. I mean, it's too small. It's too small to be for this, right? It's got to be. Unless it's for the interior of the PS4. That could be what this is for. Oh, no, it does fit this screw perfectly. I don't know. I just got lucky, I guess, that the one that I used worked so well. Hold on a second. All right, so I do have that all working. Okay. All right. Moving along, I guess. So what am I doing wrong in getting this working? Oh, I turned the PS4 on now. Great. Catch up on the chat here. I need a spudger to get them apart. Well, I'm pretty sure I have stuff like that in my other kits. Turn off PS4. There, you're off fully. Spudger, I hardly know her. All right. Pretty sure I got something like that in here. So we'll just I know it's a Nintendo repair kit, but here we go. Well, those are pincers for doing other stuff. Is it this guy? Is it the blue guy here? I think it's the blue guy here. All right. How do I encourage this to come apart? Didn't think this would be such a big deal. All right, let's come back to this. I don't want to keep you guys in suspense. Maybe I should learn how to do these things more gooder before I start anyway. A general theme of these videos. Check out my Extremerate on how to open the PS4 DualShock. It's not easy. You pop the sides, then move to the top around the touchpad, and it will open. Don't use a screwdriver. Yeah, I don't want to use a screwdriver. Back case and up and around the L and R, 2 triggers too, which sucks. I'm not flirting much. All right, let's try it. All right, thank you for the tips, gentlemen. I will spudge away to my heart's delight. Okay. I pushed the button again. There it goes, it's turning on. Oh, baby. Turn off. Hey, at least it's holding a charge, guys. I charged this thing last night, so this might be all for nothing, but I'm gonna put it into sleep mode because turning it on, like making it go all the way off made it take forever to turn on. And now it won't go into sleep mode. Okay. Are you off yet? Go off. Go off, Queen. All right. Off. There it goes. I'm encouraging it as best I can, which is not very good, as you can see, to obey me. God, it's so dirty. I mean, like, it's literally filthy. Ugh. Grimy and gross. At least we're going to get a deep clean out of this. So I was going to make a joke. I was hoping to have the other Ps4 controller already for this. And I was going to make a joke that in order to replace a Ps4 controller battery, you should just buy a new Ps4 controller. Not knowing that it was this difficult, of course. But that joke is becoming my reality very quickly. But I can see the script for this forming in my mind already. First, I'll encourage you to buy a new controller. All right, too pricey? Well, then just buy this charger. Don't. Maybe it's your micro USB port that's not going so good. Just get this thing. $20. You won't regret it. I mean, I got it because I'm gonna have 2 controllers and I I forgot to mention that earlier. I got that so I can get 2 controllers charged at the same time, and I won't have enough USB ports. Not to mention that it's not working so great, the USB stuff. I'm actually concerned about wrecking the spudger at this point. I mean, I have 2 of them. I have another one in the other case, but it's just not going well, you guys. All right, I don't wanna, so we're not gonna do it. Let's move on. It's true. Actually, Gary, I do love pushing the wrong buttons. It's something of a problem. Okay. Let's do it like this. Okay. This switch is totally dead right now, by the way. It was not plugged in recently. Didn't realize it was totally dead. So that should make things a little bit easier for us, right? Don't have to worry about random discharges. So this guy's got a whole bunch to do. So there are 8 screws that I can find so far. Okay. Now, about this, I am glad it is the left stick and not the right stick, because doing the right stick is a whole bunch of surgery with these things. You'll see when we get in there, but there's a lot going on. So, all right, let's do this. There's this terrible section here, but I don't really want to tear this. It's 2 different screwdrivers. Not sure how different they are. Has this been opened before? Weird. They seem like they're the same. Oh no. Yeah, they are the. Oh, one's a Y shape, apparently. They're the same size, but this is a 3-way. This is a 4-way. Even better. So which one's which is the question. It looks like, okay, so we start with the 3-ways for these 4. And then we need the 4-way for these four. Why? I don't know. But that's what we're going to do. So thank God iFixit sent all this stuff in. Hold on. Oh, this is black. I should have probably chosen a different cloth to stick this on. You know what? Let's just borrow this. We'll just borrow this guy. Okay. Nope, that is too pillowy. What can I use? All right, we'll just use this guy because I'll still be able to see them. I can see them even if you can't. All right. I was going to get this next. Here we go. Doing the thing I'm most afraid of. Nothing like biting the bullet and doing it live in front of a bunch of people. I would call you strangers, but you're not really strangers. Sean worries about random discharges confirmed. Dang it! Stay. I suppose you know what the safest thing is to stick this over here. Okay. Just so you're aware, this also has the nice spinny bit at the back. Noisy, but it makes this job a lot easier. Applying all the right kinds of pressure. Oh, Lord. Okay. So, now we got that all done. There's another spudger in here. Come on. So, where do we want to start? Probably down here. Oh, there's two different ends. There's this end and this end. You can see that on this camera. So, which is better to use? Couldn't tell you. Never done this before. There we go. A little encouragement goes a long way. A. Anywhere else we'd like to do this? Boy. Jeepers. That one's taking some encouragement. Oh, and now this side has gone back to being snapped shut. So there we go. A little bit better. All right. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. It's got to go over this this lip here. Ooh, it's my speaker. I don't want to damage it. Now, I actually watched someone do this in a YouTube video for this one. There we go. And I don't remember it being this hard for them. All right. Now let's get this guy. You're doing great, sweetie. Oh, God. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So, like I was saying, oh, did they change it? They must have changed the design because it looks like... All right, I'm going to pause this guy. Okay. That was not what I was expecting to see. So what I remember... yeah, because the thing I need is way up here. What I remembered from the other video was that you had to take the entire shield off to get to this thing, and maybe that's not true of this model. Maybe it was only a specific model that had that problem. But okay, so these are all the buttons. Sorry, I'm going to show this to you guys. These are all the buttons along the top here for these switches. So this plugs into here. Yeah. So I got to take this whole assembly out to get to the JoyCon, which is here. So I'm going to redo that for this video. Okay. These three buttons are for these three switches here. A little close-up of how the trigger actually works. The button's actually back here. And it just clicks like that. Pretty neat. Okay. Ugh. Now, the question is, oh, here's my fan. Zoom. These are, okay. So in order to get to this screw here, you're going to want to pull these out. Actually, probably don't want to use my bare fingers. I probably want to use this guy. I'll pull that out while I'm thinking about it. So, let's just get this little guy. Ooh, Nelly. Was there a way to pull this out so that it was unclipped? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Don't bite the bullet, bite the pillow. Thanks, Gary. Okay, so using my old eyes here, I think I can just pull that out. Yeah. I don't see any clip that I can disengage. So can you guys see what I'm talking about here? This guy? Yeah. Okay. I'll hold this up. It is in there. It does not want to come out. So I'm just going to move it out of the way. Just gonna move it. Does this pop up? Not that I can tell. I was going to move it out of the way so I don't damage it. Okay, which one was the cross? This one, this guy right here. Sorry, I'm going to point these out on the camera here, and then do them one at a time, in turn. They each get their own turn with me. Boy, that is not how I wanted this to go down. This big flappy bit that's just getting in the way. No one wants that third wheel. There we go. All right. Oh no. I have to take this whole thing out, don't I? Keep that all together. Ah! Oh goodness. And then we got to take these out. Okay. Oh God, my anxiety is rising, you guys. And 4. Missed that one. Bless you. My wife sneezed. All right. Well, I didn't want that to happen. That's my speaker though, right? Did I not need to get this off? Because I need... All right. I might have made a mistake here. Might have made an error. I think I just needed to get this one out. Man, I watched that video. You would have thought I'd remember anything about it. This is the kind of thing I was talking about at the top of the stream here, that A, I don't fully know what I'm doing, and B, I might make mistakes live on camera. This wasn't a bad one, but it wasn't a great one. I'm not even sure it's a mistake, to be perfectly honest. I did wash my hands beforehand too, so there's that. Okay. So let's get this guy out of the way too. All right, so we have this screw and this screw. So let's unscrew it. Come on. Ooh. Okay. Ah. Oh no. All right. So this one's definitely got some kind of there we go. That flipped up. You can see that. Can you guys see that? This flips up. Take that out. And then very gently remove this. What is it stuck on? Okay. And then also this. So oops. Whoopsie doodles. Oh, Lord, that was tense. Okay. I suppose normally you want it to do that first, but that is not what I did. And then you do the second, but it was kind of wrapped around, as you can see. So now we have this screw that's still holding it in. Right there, for those who can't see it. There's this screw under the ribbon. This is also why I'm doing this as a live video, or at least doing it ahead of time, because I don't know what to say about it for the full video until I've done it. This is a good way to prompt me to actually give it a try. Okay, and then there's two more. And electronics are tough. Okay, now this guy is going to cause me some problems. See that? Pretty sure I want that. Oops. Pretty sure I want that guy out of there. Unfortunately, I don't remember if it comes out or not. I'm going to very gingerly okay. And then there's also this one, this cable right here. Oopsies. This one right there. So there's these two that are going to cause me a problem. Okay. Sorry, this one wasn't going. So we got this one, and we got this one. So, question is, do these come out? I can't remember. Doesn't feel like they do. Unless I'm missing something about how these connect. Like it seems like this had a flip up. This does seem different than the one from the video I saw. That's what's frustrating me right now. Is like it seems like it's not the same, and I can't get this out without breaking it right now. All right, we're gonna take a little pause here. I'm pretty sure I don't need to remove this back plate. Digital video microscope. Good plug, Gary. No, yes, I love these side conversations. Yes, caveman style. I don't want to do caveman style. I'll tell you that much right now. All right. Switch light replacement. As I look up a video during my own video. This guy's wearing rubber gloves. There we go. I found the video I watched previously. So I guess I got to give credit to The Fix. Ah, okay. Got it. These flip up back here. That's what. So I was right. I was just wrong about where the placement was. These black things flip up. So what we can do is use the spudger even. I do like that word. Flip it up. Wrong tool. Get that out of there. Okay. Flipped up. Okay. So for those who didn't see that, this flipped up, this flipped up. I pulled these out. Okay. So now this is the JoyCon that I want to replace. Right there. That is what I want to do. Finally got to it. Now my question is, are the left and the right the same? They seem like the same part. They are the same part. So, yeah, man. So maybe you do have to disassemble this whole thing to get to the right one, because you can't take this piece out and get to the side of it without the whole board being on. So I am definitely glad it was the right one. That's busted. Okay, so now we have 2 screws. 1, 2. Use my 4-way again. Move this out here. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Jeepers. Okay. There she is. Yeet that into the sun. Okay. Hold on, I want to make sure that I didn't, all right. Okay. Okay. Here's the new one. Hold on, I'm trying to make sure I can get back to you guys. Yeah, my anxiety is not that great either, Dan, so. All right. Okay. Get that in there. Okay. Once I get the one screw in, it should be easy to rest this thing down a bit and get the other one. So, Does this even come with screws? I don't think so. So unlike the other kit, the PS4 one I got, there are no extra screws for this. So if you lose one, you are hosed. Also, I just want to take a look at this D-pad real quick. Doesn't matter what the orientation is, I guess. That's kind of clever. So I'll take this out really quick and make sure that it looks and feels okay. So far, so good. Now that I put it back in the orientation it was when I first got it out, who knows? But I'm going to care about that sort of thing because that's how I do. Okay. That's how I do. Now we put it all back together. They call me Mitch all together. Oh, Mitch Hedberg was great. I'm really sad I didn't know about him until after he died. You could tell he had the weed phase and then the speed phase. And the speed phase is probably the one that killed him. Okay. Shoot. Which hand is more dexterous? Apparently the right one. Okay. Okay. Just doing it all backwards. That's why I laid out my screws off camera here in the order that I'm doing this. Secretly, by the way, this is also why I have this streaming camera set up, is because I can use the streams video as a source for a separate angle, because I knew I wouldn't get everything in one angle. Okay. A wee bit embarrassing. Oh, I don't think that's the right one. I think that's this one. Yeah, hold on. Okay. Oh, shoot, you know what? This one doesn't go in yet. Oopsie doozle. All right. So, okay. So then we get this guy back in here. Okay. Okay. And now this screw goes in. Now we got you, my pretty. Your little dog, too. Tighten that guy up a little. Okay. Okay. We're going to stick these two things back in next. And despite that, did it go under this? Hold on a second. I don't think it did, but I'm going to double check. It does go over. Shoo! All right, I did it right. Doing it live. Okay. Okay. That popped in nice. Oh, poop. I was too early on this one. Just get that out of here. These aren't sitting right, and I couldn't figure out why. They don't go in yet. Doing it live. All right. Getting that spring back where it belongs. It's apparently not easy. Okay. I wonder if it's easier to do it this way. Make sure it's seated properly. I guess easier is a relative term in this case. Get you in there. Just playing some Halo before I started the stream here to calm me, as it were. And I keep thinking about the match. I played Oddball, and for the first time ever that I can remember anyway, it's certainly since I owned the current version of Halo Infinite, Halo Reach being the last one that I played. I kept the ball for over a minute in each of the 2 rounds we played, and we won. So that was exciting for me. All right. Looks nice and centered, slid in very nicely. Oh. Did the camera die? Was I not recording? What's the last thing that I got on here? Oh, shoot. All right, well, I'm not going to undo all of that. Okay, I'll just pretend like I'm screwing this on. Okay. So I'm going to put this guy back in. So yep, that slides right through there. It's not meant to go behind it, it's meant to go right in there. Very important. Okay. So then, come on, you. Okay. Little pause here. Ow. Pause. I'm going to grab the Wii charger, or not the Wii, the Switch charger. Ugh. Oh, my legs hurt. Getting old, guys. Okay. There we go. Like I said, this thing's totally dead, so I gotta plug her in if I'm gonna get anywhere. I can probably unplug that. Okay. So, moment of truth, shall we? All right. It is too uncharged to properly play right now. So I'm going to take a little break. Let my wife know that she can do a thing downstairs where I am. What is Sean doing with that switch light? I just replaced this. Let's grab the old one. I threw it over here. I tossed it. I yeeted it into the sun. If the sun were 5 feet away from me. Ooh, in the cobwebs. Nicely done. All right, this guy. This was all busted up. It's fallen apart. It's almost there, so we replaced it. If you want to see more, run it back. There it goes. 1% battery. Look at that. It works, boyos. Update controllers. Recalibrate only if there's a problem. Well, I'm going directly to the left and right, and it's a little above where I expect it to be. So I'm going to recalibrate. All right, that's better. Okay. Cool. This one's all right. Awesome. Cool, guys. We did it. Oh my God. Right, discharged, not uncharged. Fair enough. Sean is what is known as an elder millennial, or a zennial as I prefer, because I've also been called the end of Gen X. So the older I get, the more they associate me with the younger generation. But honestly, I feel like I've always had more in common with the kids. How you doing, fellow kids? Yes, I yeeted it. Deal with it. It's like an what's her name? Is Schlesinger? Eliza Schlesinger. She has a bit on the elder millennial. It's pretty good. All right, I still want to do this JoyCon here. Should be a lot easier. Should have started with that. This is the one I needed to do more, though. So maybe I won't. Maybe I won't do this. Maybe I'll save this for later. Because something I haven't done yet is I haven't shown the drift happening with this. And if I replace it now, I won't be able to. So I have all the parts. I don't have to stream this later. I'm also getting hungry, and I've been here for 2 hours. So we didn't get to the PS4, which is probably fine. If I'm born after 79, I'm a millennial. All right, I was born in 80. So yeah, so Batra, I replaced the Wii U back here real easy. I opened this guy up to show that it has a 3DS battery in it, also really easy. The 3DS battery got replaced, not too bad. Had to take this back cover off, so not as terrible as this guy. I got a blue light on my. There's a system update. I'm gonna take the system update. Like I said, this thing hasn't been on internet for a long time because the battery just hasn't been fully charged. So, whatever. You're not gonna trick me. All right. Turn that on. Let it do its thing. So let's talk while I finish putting the screws back in. Put the screws to this thing, as it were. Big old gross hair. because for some reason Nintendo decided to use Y-shaped, 3-point screws on the tops and bottoms, or they had that backwards, and I'm stripping this. 4-point screws on the tops and bottoms, but 3 points on the back. So whatever, man, whatever. Actually, I think the actual quote is "whatever, dude, whatever." Oh no, it fell into the carpet, which is the same relative color. Is this not magnetic? Oh, jeez. Well, I'm going to turn that down in case I get a copyright strike. I got one for, it wasn't a copyright strike. Oh, God. I'm going to move this closer away from the edge. I had a copyright problem with the Alan Wake stream I did because there was a pop song during the climactic scene at the end, and they got flagged. Nobody's watching that stream anymore anyway, and I am not able to monetize on this Famicom Dojo live channel yet. So, come on, 882 subscribers that we need still. I'm waiting on you. But anyway, yeah, so I got that notice. And it's like, okay, I could probably fight it, but there's like literally no reason. So, any hoozle. And yes, I did say any hoozle. Deal with it. All right. Anything else you guys want to know? I think I'm still going to stream tomorrow morning. I could try and do it tonight, but I'm on call at work tonight, and the chances that I'll get called during the stream are not high, but non-zero. That's too much of a risk for me to take right now. So, I also wanted to keep the night open because I was hoping to go to have a little outing. We're going to do that Saturday night instead, though. Also because I'm on call and don't want to mess that up. But anyway, all right. All the screws but that one I just dropped are now in their homes. They're not too good for their homes. Oh no, you guys, I lost it. It is gone. I do have like a big magnetic block I can bring in here, but not while all the electronics are around. So I'll do that. I'll do that after I clean up here. But thanks for watching, everyone. It was fun, harrowing, but fun. The silent generation? Who's that? Yes, content ID match, not a copyright strike. Yes, I should watch Gary's premiere. You should watch Gary's premiere also. All right, Gary got my reference because we're both Gen Xers. See, I sit on the precipice. I can't. I have no home. It sucks. Whoop! I felt something. Oh, nope, it's just a piece of dried, I assume glue. Oh, no. Okay, I got nothing else. Is there something you guys want me to stream? I keep meaning to put a poll out there. Yikes, rejected. All right. I suppose I should end this with the typical Patreon subs. You guys know who you are, but the rest of the world doesn't. So, Patreon census. All right. So our Dojo Disciples for the month of February 2022 are Bryce Volrath, Chris Berkland, Colin Swinburne, Daniel Hathcock, Earl Grey III, James L., Lena Blue, and that is all. Mario is still technically subscribed to us, but I made sure that I refunded his subscription this month. I thought someone just rejoined recently. Oh, it was Bryce. Bryce just rejoined on the 9th. Thank you, Bryce. No, that's not right. That was a year ago. Someone I thought was a new Dojo Disciple. Thought I got one. Anyway, I owe. If you guys haven't gotten your T-shirts from last year yet, please message me. I need to fix something with one of our other Patreon supporters. Apparently, we didn't get the right color sent out. But other than that, it's going good. And if you're watching this stream and aren't a Patreon subscriber, this is, I mean, that's part of the reason I'm doing this, is because I want you guys to have the behind the scenes look at what we do. And like, let you know that we're still trying to do things. So we got a video. This represents potentially multiple videos here. Like, I think the Switch related ones were going to be one. The Wii U one was going to be its own. The 3DS one was going to be its own. I've made references to other ones I filmed about the cases are too far away for me to grab. But the Game & Watch series stuff. So I did one about that. I have one about the play stands. I saw some photos floating around about the play stands. That is in the works. And I got some that are in scripting phases, pre-production, other ideas bouncing around. It's just been the time to do it has not been great. So the last time I did a stream like this, I did the unboxing for the Zelda Game & Watch. And I actually planned to release it either later that month or right around Christmas time. That did not happen. And then family members got sick, not once but twice. So it's been a real fun time with the Chorus household. But we're still working on that stuff, even though our timeline is not as aggressive as we would like. Thank you very much all for supporting us. And as we like to say, even $1 is better than an ad. And we can't even run ads on the new live channel. We made the new live channel to continue supporting you guys from supporting us and making sure we can keep doing the live stuff, even though I was pretty sure the live stuff was hurting the main channel. And that seems to be proved out the last couple of months where I've removed those things. So we're working back up to it, but no more super chats for us. So Patreon's where it's at, guys. So please consider subscribing today if you haven't already. And you can see previews. So all these videos I've talked about, we're going to have at least a draft for you to watch first. Maybe some little snippets as we go along. And yeah, so thank you all again. And until next time, I'm pretty sure I'll have a 2022 end tag built by the next time I stream. We'll see. All right, ciao, everyone.
Famicom Dojo.